Hello everyone, my name is Geoffrey, a software developer from Kenya, and I'm going to give a short preview of my integration with Civic Auth for the platform Stablecoins. So when I run the application opens, and the first thing that you see is the hero section, and also the landing page. When you go down the landing page, you'll see how the application works and the frequently asked questions about the application. So Stablecoins is basically a platform that allows for the creation, minting, collateralization, and redeeming of stablecoins. And stable bonds are digital assets that are being backed by real world government bonds. So when I click on get started over here, intuitively, the first thing that you'll see is our login page or the sign in page, which allows you to connect to our platform. And for users who want to learn more about the Civic authentication, they can just click on learn more about Civic authentication, and they'll be redirected to civic.com. So when we go back to our platform and we click on sign in, we'll be redirected to the page that allows us to use the service that we want to sign in with. There's Discord, there's GitHub, which are currently being supported, and there's Google. So I'll click on Google, and once I click on Google, I'll choose the email that I want to be authenticated with, and I'll go with geoffreydev@gmail.com. And once I click on that, I'll be redirected back to the sign-in page for the request processing. As you can see, processing your requests. And once the request has been processed successfully, the application, we will be redirected to our dashboard. And once we are in our dashboard, if you are a native crypto user and already have pre-existing wallets, you can just connect your pre-existing wallet over here. But once you are a new user, you don't even have to worry about it. Civic comes with an embedded wallet. You can just choose the Civic wallet, which comes once you sign in onto our platform. So when I click on Civic wallet, as you can see over here, you'll see the wallet address where you can just copy and paste the wallet address. So I'll give you a general overview of what our platform entails. So the first thing, when you come to stablecoins, you can see the already created and minted stablecoins on this page. And then when you click on create stablecoin, you'll see this form whereby you can just create a new stablecoin. So I'll show you the process of creating a new stablecoin on stable funds. So I'll create, for example, a stablecoin called, let's say Civic, and I'll give it a symbol of CIV, and I'll choose one of these icons from the pre-populated menu over here, and then I'll click on continue. Once I click on continue, I'll have to choose the collateral that I want to use for my stablecoin. There's JITOSOL, there's stable bond, and you can also use a mixed collateral. So for the purposes of demonstration, I'll choose stable bonds, and the platform will fetch the available stable bonds from Etherfuse, and I'll choose, for example, I want to use, let's say, this Etherfuse US try test, and then I'll click on continue. The next page will allow us to choose the collateralization ratio, and you can use this slider over here to adjust your collateralization ratio to what you want. So I'll just leave it at, let's say, 150%, which is the sweet spot. And then there is the initial supply of the stablecoins that you want to create. So I'll just leave it at 1,000, and then I'll click on continue. And then there's the basic information about what we've chosen, the name, the symbol, the description, if there's any description, and the icon. And then I'll click on create stablecoin. Civic Auth will allow us to verify that we are the users. So when I click on create stablecoin, there will be a pop-up that says this app requests your permission to sign a transaction. So you'll either allow or not allow the transaction to go through. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll just allow. And when I click on allow, as you can see, the stablecoin has been created successfully. So I'll close, and then I'll go to mint my stablecoin over here, and I'll choose this Civic. And once I choose the Civic, it will show the transaction summary and all the details over here, and then the collateralization ratio that I had chosen and the amount that I want to mint. So I want to mint, let's say, the maximum amount, and then I'll click on mint stablecoins, and the stablecoin will be minted successfully, and I can view my stablecoins over here. So you can see we have the US dollar fund stablecoin, and we have the Civic stablecoin over here. So there is the create, there is collateral, we have JITOSOL as collateral being supported, and we have also stable bonds as collateral being supported. So you can deposit your collaterals over here. You can either choose JITO or stable bonds as to deposit, and you can also withdraw the collaterals. This is the mint page where you can choose what you want to mint, and then this is the redeem page. And then we have JITO restaking that has been facilitated by the presence of an AVS instance that is currently running on our application to fetch for JITO vaults. You can just select a vault over here, and then enter the amount of SOL that you want to stake, and then the staking period that you want to stake. We currently don't have SOL because this is a new wallet, but you can do that and then stake and earn rewards. There is also smart vaults over here, which maximum the collateral's earning potential, and there is the liquidation protection for high volatile situations. So we can also manage your liquidity for you, and that's our application. Thank you. So also Civic also allows for people to for example, I can just disconnect and they can sign out. So I'll just sign out over there, and once I sign out, we have our sign in page over there, and you can just exit the app. Thank you for your time.